This is our lesson number 60 in Sapphire Kingdom Gemology YouTube channel. In this video, we are discussing more about natural sapphire inclusions. This is part number 10. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe and give like and share. The beauty of inclusion, exploring the beauty of natural corundum. We are discussing this. We are moving to inside the stone. Stone. This is another inclusion pattern in natural sapphires. So remember this, we are discussing later. This one. Enclosed in the Sri Lankan yellow gem, this sapphire has its own sapphire inclusion. This is a sapphire inclusion inside the yellow sapphire. So, inside the gem, the same material saved as a birthmark. It is the special thing. It is also a sapphire crystal. The lighting condition here we are discussing is fiber optic oblique. This is Sri Lankan sapphire. No enhancement. There is a sapphire inside the sapphire. It is yellow sapphire. It is very special thing. We are moving to next. Here, the lighting condition is diffuse light field plus crossed polars. When we view this under the crossed polars, we can see that earlier one, this one, in another way. See the difference. Same inclusions. Right. It is between crossed polars. We are moving to next. The lighting condition here is diffuse light field plus crossed polars. Here, there are a lot of crystals here. Birefringent crystals. All are double refractive crystals inside here. When we view from the crossed polars, we can see this. So, it says the double refractive, that means birefringent crystals, flash between the cross polars of this Ceylon sapphire tells us it is a natural sapphire, not the treated one. We are moving to next. The same picture earlier we see here. The lighting condition is diffuse light field plus crossed polars. See the earlier one. This one. Diffuse light field plus crossed polars. The same picture here. Diffuse light field plus crossed polars. The birefringent, that means double refractive crystals, are inside the sapphire. We can see like this. These inclusions tells us it is a natural sapphire, not a treated sapphire. We are moving to next. Earlier, we saw this in our cover photo. It also from Sri Lanka. Lighting condition here is fiber optic, diffuse overhead. Diffuse overhead. A burst of rutile silk. You can see the rutile silk inside this sapphire. And attached daughter crystals. Rutile silk is there. The smaller ones are called daughter crystals. And even the interior of this sapphire from Sarandip. Sarandip means Sri Lanka. Now, Look at this. Daughter crystals with rutile silk. You know the rutile silk. It says no damage here. All the birthmarks here, that rutile silk and daughter crystals are not damaged by the overheat or overpressure. So it says the stone is natural, no treatment. We are moving to next. Beautiful, very beautiful. What is it? The lighting condition here is 5 optic oblique. It's also Sri Lanka sapphire, untreated sapphire. See the birthmark here. Inclusion of colorful secondary fingerprint. See, secondary fingerprint is there. Another fingerprint here and the secondary fingerprint here. It is from Sri Lankan pink sapphire. See the fingerprint here and here. Another fingerprint. The curing pattern reveals the underlying atomic symmetry. Underlying atomic symmetry tells us what is the curing pattern. In this case, the rectangular healing structure, see, rectangular shapes are there. See, rectangular healing structure indicates that the fingerprint is located in the plane of the hexagonal prism, parallel to the c-axis, parallel to the c-axis. If the fingerprint located in plane of the hexagonal prism parallel to the c-axis, it gives these rectangular healing patterns. We know this earlier. Healing patterns. This shape gives us it is parallel to the c-axis or perpendicular to the c-axis. If it is perpendicular to the c-axis, it changes the shape from rectangular to polygon. Right. We are moving to next. What is it here? The lighting condition here is fiber optic oblique. No treatment, Sri Lankan sapphire. In here, yellow gem is there. Yellow sapphire from Sri Lanka. Yellow gem from Sri Lanka usually do not contain rutile silk, which is why yellow star gems are so very, very rare. In yellow gems, the silk pattern, rutile silk pattern is not there inside yellow. Here, instead of that, rutile silk is like this. These are the rutile silks, no 60 degrees angles. Instead, they contain small magnesium-bearing particles. These are magnesium-bearing particles dispersed in the same pattern as rutile. Care must be taken not to confuse these natural inclusions with partially dissolved silk in heat-treated stones. This is not heat-treated, not partially dissolved silk with heat treatment. Don't misunderstand that. Care must be taken not to confuse these natural inclusions with partially dissolved silk in heat-treated stones. So this is natural stone. So magnesium-bearing particles are dispersed here instead of rutile silk. 60 degrees angles are there. You know that base of the star. So yellow stars are very rare because inside the yellow sapphire, rutile is with small magnesium bearing particles. So no star is coming out when we cut it. So it is very special thing. Right. We can move to the next. What is the lighting condition here? It is fiber optic oblique. It also Sri Lankan stone. No treatment. Fingerprints betray the underlying atomic symmetry. This is the fingerprint. It says us the underlying atomic symmetry. You can see earlier. In here, this iridescent fingerprint lies along a prism face. Along a prism face as indicated by its rectangular shapes. You can understand the rectangular shapes here. This rectangular shapes tells us it lies along a prism face in C-axis. In earlier, we saw it here. This one. We saw it here. Rectangular patterns tells us here and here also. All are rectangular shapes. So in here, this iridescent fingerprint lies along the prism face as indicated by its rectangular shapes. Right, we are moving to next. If you forgot to subscribe yet, please subscribe, give a like and share, and type a comment, please. You better write down the note very well and take these printouts, colorful printouts, and collect it with the lesson number written in the file. So you will need all the pictures to understand well. If you need to buy books for these, you will need 5 to 6 million rupees. So you don't need to spend money. Everything is included here under the categorized way. We are moving to next. Another one. Writing condition here is fiber optic, diffuse overhead. Diffuse overhead. See the inclusions, natural inclusions here. Arrow shaped. Look at arrow shaped rutile silk needles are there. Arrow shaped rutile needles. See, arrow shape. Are frozen in this unheated sapphire from Sri Lanka. No damages we can see there. So it says us it is untreated sapphire. Natural sapphire. All are natural birthmarks. Arrow-shaped rutile needles. Tells us that. We are moving to next. What is the lighting condition here? Arrow-shaped, same thing. Same thing earlier. Look at this. Same picture here again. Another same picture, but the rutile, frozen arrow-shaped rutile needles are here. See, rutile needle. Arrow-shaped rutile needles. See. Lies within this unheated sapphire from Sri Lanka. There is also a small daughter crystals at the end of the wide end. The wide end, there are daughter crystals. In this arrow-shaped, frozen arrow-shaped rutile needle, small daughter crystals you can see at the smaller end, not smaller end, the wide end, near the wide end, smaller daughter crystals are there. It is very special thing. So you can see when you see like this, you can see, you can tell this stone is not treated. It is a natural stone. So the birthmarks give us the evidence for the natural. We are moving to next. This one. Lighting condition here is fiber optic transmitted light. It is from Sri Lanka. Stone is from Sri Lanka. Untreated. In this untreated sapphire from Sri Lanka, irregular crystals. See, not proper shape here. Irregular shape there. So irregular crystals float on the removed rutile silk. These rutile silks are removed. These irregular crystals are floating there. We can see this. This tells us it is unheated or untreated sapphire. These are the natural birthmarks. If you forgot to subscribe yet, please subscribe and share to our youth. They need the help to grow their knowledge and join to gem industry. So please share this. In here, lighting condition is fiber optic transmitted light. It is another stone from Sri Lanka, untreated. Look at the birthmarks here. Then you can see this small quartz crystals. Those are quartz crystals. Crystal plates against the silk. These are the rutile silk. Against the silk, there are two small quartz crystal plates. It is a special thing. Quartz inside the sapphire. It is natural. Nothing to happen to the environment. It is natural. So it is natural sapphire, untreated sapphire. It gives the evidence. Next one. See, lighting condition here is fiber optic transmitted. Fine quartz crystal plate alongside a brown crystal. Brown crystal is here. And the quartz, a fine quartz crystal plate is here. It is phlogopite. This is phlogopite mica. Enhances the interior of this sapphire from Sri Lanka. So, phlogopite, brown crystal. Near that, another quartz plate. This is phlogopite mica. This is quartz. So, the environmental diagram shows us no evidence of heating. It's natural. Nothing happened to the natural birthmarks. So, it is a natural stone from Sri Lanka. We are moving to next. In next 61 lesson, lesson 61, L space 61 gives us the lesson. If you need to take another number of the lesson, you have to go to my description and give a search, type in capital L space and the lesson number, then enter. Then you will get that lesson. Always follow the number order and write a note when you are doing. We will visit the natural sapphire inclusions part 11 in the next lesson. Be kind enough to leave a like and comment after watching. Your comments will improve my service. Always follow the lesson number. It is compulsory. You will win. We will meet on next lesson. Lesson number 61, L61.